Hey everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey here, and welcome to my Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel show review. That's right, I was able to see the sort of final episode of Super Ninja Steel. There's still one more to go, but it's not going to be until December 1st, and that's going to be the Christmas special. And I will be talking about that in this video, but for right now, I'm going to do my main review of the entire season of Super Ninja Steel. And I gotta say, this was an interesting season. I mean, because there were so many things that happened in this, or whatever, but there were three main things that I wanted to talk about. The first thing, as you can tell from my number one, is the return of Sledge and his crew. Like, that just happened in the very first episode. Oh, by the way, spoiler warnings. I don't know if you can see in red, but I do. This is a spoiler review, so if you don't want to hear spoilers before you see the show, then wait until you see the whole season to watch this. But anyways, number one is the return of Sledge and his crew. Mostly Wrench and Poisandra, to be exact. So Sledge, Poisandra, and Wrench are the main three villains from Dino Charge that came back. Fury didn't really come back because, if you've seen the end of Dino Supercharge, he kind of got destroyed in the past, but and that kind of made his future self get killed. But however, there was one villain in this season that sounded exactly like Fury, and if you saw the episode, I believe it was episode 17 where Levi gets his voice taken by Tynamon. That was the one season where Tynamon stole Levi's voice and used their Ninja Fusion Star to combine 6 Skull Gators. And when they combined, the monster had this exact same voice as Fury. Meaning, who knows, perhaps Fury's spirit might have gotten put into this monster called, I think the name of the monster was called, I can't remember, but all I know is that he was a combination of 6 Skull Gators, which was pretty insane. But, and speaking of Sledge and his crew, even though they only showed up in the first episode, I hear that the last episode that's going to be airing on December 1st, which is going to be based on Christmas mostly, is going to feature Sledge and his crew again. But I hear that they're going to get destroyed again in this episode. I won't know for sure until I see it on December 1st, but... And speaking of... okay, anyway, let's go on to number 2. The craziest thing that happened in this season was where Victor and Monty actually saved the day. And what I mean by they saved the day is that they were the only two that got all the citizens that were mind controlled in episode 19 off the ship. Like, they saved everybody. And then after everyone was off, they destroyed the ship and got themselves off as well. And the reason why I say they both saved the day is because this episode, the last ever episode of Super Ninja Steel, is where Victor finally gets his 50th trophy. Like, are you serious? That took 2 whole seasons for him to get his actual 50th trophy. Like, I just can't believe that it took Victor 2 whole seasons to actually receive his 50th trophy. But he should be grateful that his last trophy, or his 50th trophy, just happened to be a true heroism trophy, because he saved hundreds of citizens from Galvanax's ship, or in this case Odious' ship, because she was the one in charge this season. But I mean, and if you can tell from my picture right next to Victor and Monty's picture, even the Rangers themselves are clapping. They knew he wanted his 50th trophy so badly that they just let him try to figure out how to save everyone. And turns out they were nice to do that to him, because he actually got his 50th trophy. thanks to the Power Rangers. And he was always trying to compete with them, and yet they allowed him to save everyone and get his 50th trophy. So, props to you, Victor Vincent. And you too, Monty. Anyways, moving on to number 3. This was the greatest thing that I've seen in this season, and that is that there was 3 anniversary episodes. Well, the third one isn't until the Christmas episode, which is on December 1st. But once it airs, that means that this season had 3 anniversary episodes. Unlike most anniversary episodes, some either only had 1 anniversary episode or 2, but it was mostly 1 in 2 parts. But still, that's technically 2 episodes. So they either had 1 or 2, but this is the only season I know of to have 3 anniversary episodes. The first 2 were kind of mixed together, meaning they were kind of tied into one another. Because, as you can tell from my picture of cloaked figures, one of them just happened to be Koda, the Blue Dino Charge Ranger. He showed up in that episode. He showed up in the 10th episode for the anniversary, where 10 veteran Rangers showed up, including the one we all know of, Tommy Oliver, the most legendary Ranger there is in all of the shows. But out of all these legendary Rangers, only Koda is the one that showed up in all 3. That's right. He showed up in episode 9, Outfoxed. He showed up in the anniversary episode, Dimensions in Danger, and now he's going to show up in the Christmas episode. At least that's what I'm aware of. I guess we'll find out soon enough whether he does. But if he does, that's still going to be considered 3 anniversary episodes. So yeah, I gotta say, a lot happened in this season. Like, I just can't believe that all of this happened. The return of Sledge and his crew, the return of the Blue Dino Charge Ranger Koda, who happens to be the brother of the Blue Ninja Steel Ranger in this show, and I was impressed on how they interacted in the 10th anniversary episode and the 9th one, and they're probably going to do the same thing in the 3rd one, the Christmas one. But since they are technically brothers, I'm surprised they were doing such a good job at interacting with one another without mentioning the whole thing about them being brothers. But anyways, like I said, the return of Sledge and his crew, Victor finally getting his 50th trophy right at the end of the season, and 3 anniversary episodes, the one season with the most so far, and the fact that all 3 of them are going to include Koda, the Blue Dino Charge Ranger from the previous version of the show, Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge. So, the one thing that really confused me though about this season when it comes to Sledge or whatever is, if you saw episode 1, Echoes of Evil, there was one prisoner who showed up in most of the season afterwards who pledged her loyalty to Odious, and that was Badana. She was a prisoner of Sledge's, and I am pretty shocked that he just allowed Odious to have her. Whatever. I'm surprised he never noticed she was missing. Or perhaps he realized not only was she missing, but that Odious tricked him and tried to come back to Earth and confront her about it for Christmas. But that's when Koda shows up and realizes they're alive and tries to get the help of the Ninja Steel Rangers to help him. Oh, and better yet, I really want to see if I really hope Koda's not the only Dino Charge Ranger to show up in this season. I really hope that since it is mentioning Sledge and his crew, I really would like to have the anniversary special for this one not just include Koda, but some of the other Dino Charge Rangers, like maybe Shelby or Tyler. Like, who knows? I really hope that they do that. But if they decide to only do Koda, I would understand. But just to go to my rating, I'm giving this season a 9 out of 10. I will only technically give it a 10 out of 10 if they do include more than just one Dino Charge Ranger in the Christmas special. But I gotta say, that was such a good season. And I can't wait for next year, for when Beast Morphers comes out. Because I will be doing a reaction to the intro for that show, and I'll probably do a season review on that too. I don't know if it's just going to be one individual season, or if it's going to have two, like Dino Charge and Ninja Steel did, and Megaforce and Super Samurai, and Samurai. All of those shows that were all part of Nick had 2 seasons. So I am interested in seeing whether Beast Morphers is going to have 2 seasons. Especially because it takes place in the future. So we'll soon find out. Like I said, I give this season a 9 out of 10. And I hope you all enjoyed my little review, or spoiler review in this case, of Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. And as always, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see all you dudes in the next video.